Hello friends, and welcome to our sound check video. We've had to make a few adjustments to how we do business, so I've had to shuffle a few members of my staff around to make sure that people are within my bubble.
Dad, is this what I do to hold the strings on?
Give my brother the guitar.
Hey, could I have my per diem?
Tell my mama not to worry about money quite so much.
And pirouette. Now your turn,
Never
Steven.
turn your back upon a second chance. Never trust a guy.
I am trying to hit the high E.
I know you need to.
Yes, I've been doing my warm-ups. Hopefully you can see me and you can hear me, in which case we're ready to roll.
Hey, Dad, it's almost time for the show.
Cause the ceiling gonna shatter. And believe me when it does, those who pin it to the margins, baby, they'll be sweeping up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Stephen Kellogg, and I'm here at an undisclosed location.
Well, we'll start with a man who we are always happy to welcome back on the mountain stage. This is his 6th visit.
Really excited. Stephen Kellogg is with us.
Singer-songwriter Stephen Kellogg has shared a few singles.
It goes.
Back in the day, he used to do 275 days a year on the road.
Live at the Pace Studios with Stephen Kellogg.
I'd never heard your music before. I really loved it.
The thing is, I have been kicking around here for almost 20 years now, you know.
I know what you're saying.
He does what he does best, which is mine his own life to come up with some truths. Paul Simon does it too. A lot of great writers do it, and I think he's right up there with them.
Sold out show tonight at Wolf Trap. Please welcome our friend, Mr. Stephen Kellogg.
Please welcome Mr. Stephen Kellogg.
My name is Stephen Kellogg, professional singer and songwriter. It's better to be at the bottom of a ladder you want to climb than the top of one you don't. I got that from The Office.
There'll be objects in the mirror.
I think Stephen is brave, you know, so as an artist, he's an artist's artist.
As we look back through the looking glass.
His music is pretty much the most honest music I've ever listened to in my life. It's like he's writing in his diary.
Gotta dance like a symphony of joy.
In his music, he exudes optimism, a belief in all our abilities to transcend and persevere.
I always say that he's one of the greatest lyricists of our time.
All the way from the East Coast, Mr. Stephen Kellogg. I got all I ever wanted, but I still cannot believe how I love to take for granted all the love that comes to me, all the love.
So I'm just there to say thank you so much for your service. They're away from their families for much more than we are as musicians.
I've always kind of operated in different genres, so it gave me a chance to kind of indulge that.
After seeing that film about you, Last Man Standing, I have a new appreciation.
Do you remember who we were when all this began?
15 years. I do this because I don't feel that I have an option. And it's also how I feed my family, so.
For me, music just has to say something.
Gonna be the last man standing.
He has also written a book of corresponding essays about life, marriage, and music.
Writing the book is harder than I thought.
Yeah. I'm about to start work on a new project. A series of essays that correspond.
It's like I got 4 daughters. I want to see them grow up, and I want to dream new dreams. A plug for merch, a subtle plug for merch right before the show starts. Hello and welcome to our March 13th, 2021 show, Songs by My Friends and People I Wish Were My Friends. It's great to see you. It's great to have you here. It's been a whole year since a national emergency was declared, and on this Saturday night, I feel so hopeful for all the great things that lay ahead. Tonight is gonna be an adventure. I've now done 3 of these shows, and I've been trying not to repeat myself. So I have chosen a number of songs by talented artists who are friends of mine or people I wish were friends of mine. I've adored this first person for 20 years. I've never sung one of his songs until tonight. There's no better place than to start with this beautiful song by my beautiful friend, Matt Nathanson. Here we go.
I tasted love so sweet, and all of it was lost on me. Bought and sold like property, sugar on my tongue. I kept falling over, I kept looking backward. I went broke believing that the simple should be hard. 'Cause
'Cause all we are, we are. All we are, we are. And every day is the start of something beautiful. And I wasted love for you, traded in for something new. Well, it's hard to change the way you lose when you think you've never won. And all we are, we are. All we are, we are. And every day's the start of something beautiful. And in the end, words won't matter. 'Cause in the end, nothing stays the same. And in the end, dreams just scatter and fall like rain. 'Cause all we are, we are. And all we are, we are. And every day's a start of something beautiful. Something beautiful. And all we are, we are. And all we are, we are. And every day's a start of something beautiful. Come on. Thank you very much. Cool. Yeah, thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here. I hope you're in for some non-fungible fun tonight. My friend, my brother, wrote me today and said, you've got to get these non-fungible tokens, NFTs. And I don't know if you've heard about non-fungible tokens, but they're everywhere now. Suddenly Rolling Stone and New York Times, everybody's doing articles on non-fungible tokens. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not just start using the word non-fungible and act like that's something we've all known, whatever that is. So I've been calling everything non-fungible for the last little bit. I've been talking about non-fungible basketballs, non-fungible guitar, I'm non-fungible SK, we're gonna have non-fungible fun. Ayo. Anyway, it's time for the roll call. Tonight's roll call is presented by my dear friend Carrie Gavin and her awesome podcast called The Confident Creative. I've been really lucky to know that a lot of creative people, songwriters, writers, artists tune into these shows, and so I think you would love my friend Carrie's podcast. I was honored to be her second guest. So episode 2 is the two of us having a great conversation. The Confident Creative podcast is tonight's presenting partner for the roll call, the highly official roll call. Still using printer paper. This is non-fungible printer paper. Here we go. I'd like to thank for picking up their tickets to tonight, Tom and Mary Gilding, Allison Hammer, Ron Kepnick, Alyssa Love, Zerlinda Jesse, my buddy James Mershon, the Burkett family, Kendra Hill, Kimberly Reed, Susan Hickenbottom, Stephen Hurd and the Hurd family, brother Jay Miola, the Valders, the Sampsons, the Higelmans, Max Selleck, the Brenners, Timothy Walsh, Scott Hurley, Holly Hoff, Catherine Anderson, Colleen Weiler, Barbara and Joe Gardner, Candace Merhowen, Joseph and Sarah Guistina, Kelly Tolley, Deborah Linder, Rachel Hawkins, Jonesy down in Atlanta, Jennifer Bishop, Kirsten Orlean, Tiffany Rampy, Clayton Ames and Joe Malone, Allison Keller, and wait for it, the Armstrong clan, Debbie, Katie, and Cheryl, Jenny Olson, Elena M. Rice, Brittany Satterley, Emily Kleintop and her beautiful family. Thank you. It was great meeting you guys on the meet and greet, and I can't wait to play for you in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And any of those requests I don't get to tonight, I promise I'll get to them next time. Lindsay Langnecker, Carrie Day, Melissa Klingen, Keith Chernin, Jen Willick, Maureen Lopresti, Maureen Lopresti, Matt Haupt, Joseph Vernon, Trisha Caravaglia. It's like a graduation here, friends. Devin Fetterman, Kurt McLeod, Kirsten Lutzy, Kimberly Leverett, Jessica Calgione, Mark Nowitzki, Julie Fancy, Kenny Corbett, Harry Lipsy, Michelle and Nick Orr out in Utah. Great to meet you guys on the meet and greet. Andrea Bob. Let's not forget about Paolo Rosado and Stephen over in Glasgow. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying an Iron Brew for this show. Nicholas, Jacob, Maxwell, Coziol, Carlos, Newman, Michael Sullivan, Michael Breshnan, Curtis Egner, Hannah Sklar, Nola Hansen, Sarah Kotos, Brittany Nisco, Megan Watt, Catherine Van Eddy, Leanne Kruger, Linda Zito, Heather Wakefield, Lisa Verdecchio, the Simmons family right here in my backyard in the Nutmeg State. Love you guys for tuning in so much. Ditto the Oliars. And then, of course, Chip Rubenstein and my mom, Susan Palmieri. Love you, Mom. Hope you're proud. Stephen Carroll Kellogg, my dad and my stepmom. Hope you are proud as well. Amy Schaefer, Laura Turnback, Adrian Matthias, Evan Bonce, Lisa Scagliotti. You wrote this. I feel like this is Lars Hansen, but it says Lats Hansen. Lars, I'm sorry, my wife. She's playing fast and loose with your name here. Christian Clute, and last but never least, Dustin Degree. That's tonight's roll call. That's the people who I am certain are tuned in, but also I'm pretty sure my cousin Chris Price and his family are tuned in tonight too. Thank you guys all so much for being here tonight, and to just think that for a year we've been doing these shows and it still feels special and fun. I'm gonna play so many songs I've never played today. The songs range from, hey, I've always wanted to do an interesting version of this song, to, ooh, I love that song. I think it might be nice. How much time do I have before the show tonight? We're ranging in that way on the songs that I've chosen for tonight. But I wanted to grab songs that inspire me. I guarantee you there is at least one song that will one line in each of these songs that will completely wreck me. And I'm gonna just do my best to hold it together. I feel jovial, it's just, you know, it's in here. So without further ado, I'm gonna go to a song that is just a song from the master at work, Mr. Tom Petty. Happy Saturday night, everybody. Started out down a dirty road. Started out, I was all alone. The sun went down as across the hill, and the town lit up, and the world got still. And I was learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. And coming down, it's the hardest thing. Well, the good old days, they might not return. And the rocks might melt, the sea may burn, and I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Ain't coming down, oh, it's the hardest thing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some say life will beat you down. It'll break your heart. It'll steal your crown. So I started out for God knows where, and I guess I'll know when I get there, yeah, yeah. And I was learning to fly around the clouds, and what goes up, it must come down, yeah, yeah. And I've been learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. They're coming down. It's the hardest thing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, yeah. We have been learning to fly, but we don't have wings. And coming down, it's the hardest thing, yeah, yeah. Sing, learning to fly, sing. Come on. But I ain't got wings. In your house. Coming down. It's the hardest thing. I probably caught you off guard. Sing now. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down. It's the hardest thing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Round them up. That's non-fungible fun. It's a concert. Sing along. Thank you, friends. Thank you. So as I've told you, the theme is songs by my friends and people I wish were my friends. Tom Petty obviously tops the list of people I kind of wish he was my friend, but also I think I would have been very nervous to be around him. I just feel like he gave me so much in his music. I didn't need anything more. Just really about the greatest gift you can give an artist is to just not need anything more than whatever they can give you, with their music. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna ping pong back and forth. And right now, I'm gonna go to a song by a friend of mine, a gentleman named Foy Vance. A beautiful artist who I've crossed paths with several times. I guess this picture, it looks like I'm about to eat his finger. We're up in Canada. I was playing the Vancouver Folk Fest, and he's a great artist. I'm going to play a song of his that I don't think is officially released yet. But I was lucky enough to hear his album that's coming out soon. I think there may be actually a live version of this. And the song, it brought out my melancholy pretty much for the whole month. because it just said so much of what I'm trying to say in my own music. And so this one, Foy, love you. Proud to play this song. Any mistakes that occur are mine alone and have nothing to do with the artists themselves. She said life is like trying to land an airplane when you're circling the eye inside a hurricane, and it's hard to keep your confidence. You're only as safe as your safest friend. Sometimes life with me is more like hydroplaning, just hoping that the rubber meets the road again. When you can't rely on your safest friend, you're only as safe as your best defense. What she needs is a system. She lives life endless in soliloquy, always lost in thought and never much to say. When you can't rely on your best defense, you're only as safe as your common sense. What she needs is a system. What she needs is a system. What she needs is a system. We stopped on the one that we had time to make. Watch the sun descend and daylight fade away. Said I wish the sunset would never end. You know, sometimes, Daddy, you're my only friend. What she needs is a system. 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 Boy Vance, my friends, that song's called A System. And I'm sure I'm not the only parent here that feels that they would love to offer some level of predictability to their children. So, Foy, thank you for the song. It's a beauty. I'm going to switch gears here and sing a song that I have sung with the man himself. I still can't believe this, because if you've ever seen my TED Talk, which I showed at the last show last week, the first line in it is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Bon Jovi. That's true. I knew Bon Jovi was a nice guy. You know, I could tell he was like a good guy. And so I was into him. I mean, I enjoyed Metallica, but I wasn't sure if they were nice guys. And I thought I probably wasn't going to be a very good, like, angry guy, mean guy. I just had, so Bon Jovi became the aim, and I remember losing my voice several times as a kid going to see Bon Jovi. And so when I was a kid, I wanted to be Bon Jovi because I wanted the chicks, I wanted the rock, I wanted the arenas. And then I became this kind of like underground folk hero, you know? But in 2017, my buddy Mark Roberge called me and said, could you fly out to Red Rocks in Colorado in a couple days? And would you want to sing the song Living on a Prayer with Richie Sambora? Not Bon Jovi, but close-ish, you know? He wrote the song with him, and so I said yes, and he said, okay, great, just review the lyrics. I said, please, I don't need to review the lyrics to Living on a Prayer. I had covered this song on a live album in 2001, and I'm sure that I'm probably the only guy in the world who kind of prefers the acoustic version that they did back in the 90s. In the 90s, for a while, they were playing this acoustic version, and it really brought out the lyrics to this song. So some of you will be disappointed by what I'm about to do, but I'm going to play that version of it, and I'm going to recount the times that I got to stand on stage with Richie Sambora, and we've hung out now on several occasions, although every time he meets me, he's like, Sean. I'm like, Steven, but it's cool. No, that's good. It's kind of like the move my wife pulled on me when I met her all those years ago. She was like, oh yeah, I remember you. You're Sean. I think you used Sean too. Yeah. She later told me she knew my name, so. First Lars's name, now this. Well, Tommy used to work on the docks. The union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. And Gina works the diner all day, working for a man. She brings home her pay for love, just for love. She says we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot, and we say, whoa, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer, take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer. You guys sing the super high second. Whoa, you sing that. You sing it at home. Send me a clip of it, and we'll know that we were all here in the flesh on March 13th, 2021. Now Tommy's got his 6-string in a hock. He's holding in when he used to make it talk so tough. It's tough. And Gina dreams of running away. She cries in the night and Tommy whispers, he says, baby, it's okay. Someday. She says we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot, we sing, whoa, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer, take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. We said, whoa, we're halfway take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer. What a cool thing. Pinch Me. Were you there? Were you there when we met Richie? The second of the 3 times we've like hung out with him. I think you were there. Okay. I'm talking to my wife. She's been triggering the stream and producing these shows now. I don't know what tonight is. It might be our 75th or something in the last year. I mean, we've been on tour proper. The kids are running wild upstairs. We got the boyfriend upstairs. It's all getting crazy now. The spring is happening. I'm like, cool. He's like, hey, I know your parents will be tied up for the next hour and a half. Anyway, who wants to think about that? Boo. Let me see. But yes, you were there the second time that we hung out with Richie. And I remember I got a call. I was playing at Sundance. And they said, hey, last minute you're gonna open a set for Richie tomorrow night, Richie Sambora. And so I said, great. And they said, what are you doing? And I looked down, I was in a spa robe. I was about to head down to a spa thing, which I don't do a lot, but I enjoy doing. I mean, to say I don't do it a lot might be the understatement of the year. But my wife and I are in robes, and we're like kind of like, woo, like we're having eaten pineapple off the free fruit tray in our room, and we're about to just go down to the spa, maybe rent a movie. And I got a call, and they said, Richie Sambora and Kip Winger are downstairs right now, and I know you're an 80s metal fan. You might want to come down. So I looked at Kirsten, and she's like, I'm not going. I'm not going to go with you. And I was like, she's like, totally, because she sort of enjoys her time, you know, too. So she's like, I'll go to the spa without you, and you go hang out. And I have a legendary picture of that night. The picture is often better than the actual experience. As I said, Richie kept getting my name wrong, and at the end of the night told me, he said, you should really come to the show tomorrow night. And I said, well, no, I'm playing it with you, but so I'll be there. You're trying not to act like this is like borderline heartbreaking. All right. I'm going to do a song by some friends of mine. Tune in for you because I care. I'm going to do a song by some friends of mine, Robbie Hecht and Caroline Spence. And right before all this wild stuff got going, right before all this got going, I played a festival down in Destin, Florida called the 38. And great acts. John Prine was one of the headliners. Rest in peace, John Prine. We love you. But just fantastic acts. Indigo Girls, Jason Isbell, Brandy Carlisle, lots of great acts. And I was hanging out on the kind of the artist area, and I met an artist named Caroline Spence. And my friend, my tour manager, Shady here, he said, oh, God, you got to hear Caroline's music. It's so great. And when I met her, she said, oh, I had your CD in my car for years when I was in high school. She's younger than me, and I was just so honored to get to be part of the wheel that Shady and I drove very far, it felt very far at the time anyway, to see her play that night and Robbie Hecht. And they played such a gorgeous set in a sort of uneventful place. And they played this gorgeous set, and there was one song in particular that just blew me away. And so this morning when I was kind of finishing out this set, it came to me that I should sing this song for you guys because I want to share it with you, although I'm going to just try. I hope I do an okay job of it. And Caroline and Robbie, if by any chance you're tuning in, you guys do it better. It goes without saying. But I'm going to try to share my heart with the folks. This song's called A Night Together. And when I heard it, I had been on the road so much that it really resonated with me. All we need is a night together. And somehow, after spending 390 days in a row with my wife, but also with my 4 kids, this song still very much resonates. So I'll try. Here we go. It's been a long year, baby, we could use a little fun. I saw them setting up the fair right there off of Gallatin, yeah. Just tell me, baby, that you still love a Ferris wheel. I get 2 one-way tickets from here back to here, yeah. 'Cause all we need is a night together. I'd sure love to show you off. All we need is a night together. Here's my hand, now let's get lost. It's been too long since we went somewhere nice. You always look so good glowing in the candlelight. Let's spend too much money on a bottle of wine. We're the last ones left at closing time. All we need is a night together. I'd sure love to show you off. All we need is a night together. Here's my hand, now let's get lost. It doesn't matter anywhere we go to break our own routine. The best part about taking you out is always taking you back home with me. 'Cause all we need is a night together. I'd sure love to show you off. All we need is a night together. Here's my hand, now let's get lost. All we need is a night together. Then I wanna have you to myself. All we need is a night together. You and me and no one else. A night together. A night together. You know what I mean? Such a cool song. Thank you for that song, Robbie and Carolyn. All right. So, boy, that song blows me away. I'm going to take a quick moment. I've been doing it earlier in the show. I'm going to take a quick moment to tell you about something that's happened in the last year. I started running this thing, the Kellogg Family Store, a few years back, and we decided that dealing with, like, when you're a small business and you deal with big companies that sort of do your fulfillment and stuff, it's pretty unsatisfying because it's hard to mean enough to those bigger companies to have them take care of the people who are placing those orders. But somewhere along the way, my wife Kirsten and I realized that I could keep doing this job, being a musician and a speaker and an author. I could keep doing this job if we could just control it a little bit more, you know? And so you don't need 1 million people if you have a few thousand people that are all in. And so we decided to build that. We would fill the orders ourselves. And this year, especially because we couldn't be out on the road and stuff, you guys have sustained us in magical ways. And somewhere along the way, I realized I better teach my kids some chores, so I got them involved. Like, you know what your mom and I do for you? Get down here and help us fill some orders. So we have a family business called the Kellogg Family Store. And I know you bought a ticket, and I know some of you guys are probably struggling financially right now, and I appreciate that. I will never hard sell you anything. I'm going to take 30 seconds to tell you what we have at the Kellogg Family Store, and then I'm not really going to talk about it more, but it's a big deal when we get an order now. My 2 oldest daughters have the app on the phone, and they're like, talk to me about like, hey, Dad, it's been a slow week on merch or something. And I'm like, okay. So I try to make sure just that people know what we're offering. We want to sell people things that are going to improve their lives and excite them. Tonight, we're going to do a thing where I have set lists from the whole last tour. We're just going to tuck pieces of the handwritten set lists in with people that order something tonight. And also, I know that if this was a show, you wouldn't have to pay for shipping, and especially, we all hate paying for shipping. I hate paying for shipping. Amazon really ruined us in that way. I hate doing that myself. So we have a code for tonight. We pretend that we're Amazon. All Heart 2021. For the next 48 hours, that code will work for free shipping. We have a winter tour t-shirt. That's pretty rad. We have an awesome sweatshirt that says All Heart, No Fear. For all you 76 babies, I've been told it's the most cozy sweatshirt ever. We have those. We have other regular just t-shirts, socially distanced, emotionally connected, and then a t-shirt for my song Milwaukee. We have back in stock a book about the Sixers called Song of the Fool, written by my friend Hunter Sharpless. Obviously, we have my book. If you haven't gotten my book, Thoughts on a Perfect Life from an Imperfect Person, now's as good a time as any. It's a book for non-readers. If you really are a non-reader, we have it on Audible. Adam Duritz from the Counting Crows reads the foreword, so yeah. We brought back the onesie. My parents did not practice social distancing. It was one of the girls saw that the other day, and they're like, they didn't practice social distancing? What's wrong with them? I totally saw this onesie as like an affront. We have some signed set lists, a songbook, anthology, vinyl, CDs, all the usual stuff. And last but not least, we have tickets to the last couple shows on this tour. We have 2 more streams, March 25th and 26th. We have decided to make a 2-pack if you want to come both nights. So there's a discounted thing. It's all here tonight on the watch page that you tuned in. If you just look down like 2 inches, there's links. So that's one way to order. If you're anything like me and you're in middle age, you really resent being sent to like different websites you have to find out about. I'm sorry for that. You can go to StephenKellogg.com or KelloggFamilyStore.com and you will find the way to go, or just use the watch page. So that's the merch. And again, never hard selling, but know that it's a huge deal. I know your names, you've sustained us, and hopefully it's great stuff, and I'll tuck set lists in there, and I'll make Greta, the 8-year-old, do all the work. So maybe you'll get some strands of her hair in there, and you'll see some funny Instagrams about it all. So I have another half of the show of songs by my friends and people I wish were my friends, but we've been doing a great segment called One from the Vault, where we go back in time. So I'm going to do that now. I'm sharing 2 moments with you. The first is when Pat Monahan from the band Train, I was doing a show with them. I finished my set. I was hanging out, and I got the call that Pat had lost his voice, and they were headlining to 3,000 people that night, and they said, what Train songs do you know? And I knew 2, and we're going to share one of them with you. He had completely lost his voice. If the first part of this clip is a little, it's not perfect quality, but you'll hear that his voice is really shot. You will also hear that the first line of the song comes in completely perfectly on pitch without me singing it, and that just tells you a little about pop music and what you thought you were seeing. So enjoy one from the vault. When we come back, I've got a few more songs by friends and people I wish were my friends. I think you're going to enjoy this one from the vault. Here you go.
All these objects in the mirror, objects in the mirror.
Steve, so happy to have you, man. Thank you so much. Are you ready? Okay. The first song Stephen wanted to do was called Calling All Angels. I need a sign to let me know you're here.
'Cause all these lines are being crossed over the atmosphere, and I need to know if things are gonna look up. 'Cause I feel us drowning in the sea spilled from the cup. When there is no place safe and no safe place get off of this mountain, you know where I wanna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. Lake Charles, Louisiana, little blessing girl that I once knew. She told me just to come on by. But I knew life before I left my nursery. Left alone with Big Fat Fanny. She was such a naughty nanny. Hey, big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. I've been singing with my band across the wire, across the land, and I see every blue-eyed bluesy on the way. But their beauty and their style went kinda smooth after a while. Take me truly lordy ladies every time. Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round, 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 round. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, because we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Oh yeah, you got us feeling alright. I'm feeling all. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I got to go away. Baby, it's cold outside. This evening is beautiful. I'm lucky that you dropped so nice and warm. Look out the window at that star. I ought to say no, no, no. Do you mind if I move a little closer? At least I'm gonna say that I tried. What's the sense in hurting my back? I really can't stay. Don't hold out. Ah, but it's cold out. You show us everything you got. You keep on dancing and the room gets hot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Keep on saying you'll be mine for a while. You're looking fancy and I like your style. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. We're all excited, but we don't know why. Maybe it's 'cause we're all gonna die. And when we do, I say, what's it all for? What's it all for? You better live now before the Grim Reaper come knocking on your door. Or now, are we gonna let the elevator bring us down? Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Doctor, everything will be alright. Gonna make everything go wrong. Pills and thrills and daffodils will kill. Hey, tough children. Please come. Please come. Please come. And I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you.
Whoa, I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
I've been waiting for so long, now I finally found someone to stand by me.
We saw the writing on the wall, never felt this magical fantasy, yeah.
Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise it secretly. So we take each other's hands, cause we seem to understand the urgency.
Just remember, you're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
So I tell you something,
this could be love,
because I had
the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you, cause I had the time of my life, and I searched through every open door till I found the truth, and I owe it all to you.
There it is, folks. One from the vault. This is my newest baby. I've been waiting to introduce Jacob until the right time, but I wanted to. This is the softest sound. Okay, Jacob, Daddy needs to go play some more music now for the people. There you go. Here you go. Kirsten did not know I was going to do that. She thought that was weird, and I don't blame her. It's just that it's all crazy upstairs. There's a Little Mermaid party, as though their dad wasn't playing a rock and roll concert down here. Okay. People I wish were my friends. This is an interesting one because thanks to Twitter, there's sort of people who you become friendly with. And one of those people was the Spin Doctors. Chris Barron from the Spin Doctors. I really loved, the first song I ever danced to with my then girlfriend, now wife, my junior year in high school, was the song I'm about to play. It was a great song. It is a great song, and someone was making fun of it online because that's what trolls do. And Chris Barron had put something out there about someone put something up like, does anybody actually like the song Two Princes? And Chris Barron was like, well, I kind of like it. And I not that he needed my support, but I wrote, love Two Princes. Thanks for the lyrics, Chris. You and a few others really opened the door for me as a young songwriter who was into words and looking for how to showcase them in a way that felt relevant to my age group. Very inspiring, and appreciate your influence. And he wrote me back and said, man, that's awesome. And now we have this casual little, relationship that I sort of enjoy. So I'm going to sing that song. I had actually taken a swing at sort of my version of this song years ago. So for all you high schoolers of the early 90s, this one's for you. One, two princes kneel before you, and they are princes, the princes who adore you. One has diamonds in his pockets, and this one, well, he like to buy you Rockies. It's in his head, yeah. This one, well, he's got some princely racket, got some big seal upon his jacket. If you marry him, your father will condone you. If you marry me, your father might disown you. Marry him or marry me, I will love you, can't you see? Got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. I said, if you wanna call me baby, and if you wanna tell me maybe, you can go ahead, and if you want to buy me flowers, go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, that's love, go ahead, yeah. Marry him or marry me, I will love you, can't you see? I got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. Story of my life. And if your prince isn't coming, I could be him. If your prince hasn't come yet, don't lose your head. If your prince isn't coming, I could be him. If your prince isn't coming, I will be there, yeah. Kirsten, do you remember seeing the Spin Doctors? I mean, I feel like that was, I hadn't even officially asked you out. There was the whole thing of like, will you be my girlfriend? Which I imagine gets texted now. I don't know. I don't really know what the moves are now, but I imagine they involve text. Yeah. Anywho, you remember? Yeah, Spin Doctors. And I remember, actually, one of the things about Chris Barron that's amazing is he signed I had a dollar bill. I hung out outside his tour bus just waiting for an autograph. And he signed it, and he spelled my name wrong. I didn't tell him, but he spelled Steven with a V. And it didn't feel like me. So it was one of the only autographs I ever got rid of. But then he kind of came back into my life as this minor Twitter buddy. Him, Jim Gaffigan. I have some minor Twitter buddies. Actually, Boyd Tinsley follows me and then unfollows me. I don't know what that's about. But I get like the occasional, Boyd from Dave Matthews Band, like he'll follow me and he'll like a tweet and then he'll unfollow me and then, I don't know. I'm not sure what the story is. This next song, we're moving from people I wish were my friends, who I sort of feel like Chris Barron is my friend, even though he doesn't know me, but I kind of feel like he's my friend. I'm going to move to, we're on the friend cycle. I have very few friends who mean as much to me as this guy. I swear this picture was taken just prior to COVID, but oh my God, there is nobody who is more of like a suburban dad / quasi rock star than Pat McGee and I. We share this. And actually learning this song today, I had to FaceTime him and be like, can you show it to me? It has so many chords. It's a song we wrote together. We were the band Hanson, who are also friends of mine, invited us down to their place in Oklahoma to write some songs. And we wrote this one down there with our friend Keaton Simons. Pat, I love you so much. What a special guy. We toured together for 10 weeks in 2006 and still we're friends. So that says a lot about touring. That's kind of like being married for 6 years if you're looking for equivalencies. So Pat, love you, buddy. The sun was in my eyes when you tripped into my life. You looked up at me, we were laughing awkwardly. A diamond in a mine doesn't have a chance to shine. Would you agree not to wash me from your memory? You have left me here wondering if I could see you again. I dedicate this to you, Pat McGee, and your beautiful 4 daughters. When do we get to see you again? Let's get those darn vaccines and do this thing, man. And we could watch the tall ships in the San Francisco Bay. I know a little place where we could sit and talk all day. When the sun goes down, we will paint that town. Would you agree not to wash me from your memory? You have left me here wondering if I could see you again. Yeah. And would you agree not to wash me from your memory? Think about that line. Everybody you haven't actually bothered to call for the last year. It's okay. Just call them now and be like, hey, things are opening up again. Hope to see you soon. And you have left me here wondering if I could see you again. You have left me here wondering when I will see you again. All of my friends, I'm wondering when I'm gonna see you again. Not 4 daughters. Three daughters and 1 son. One incredible son, Pat McGee. I threw you in with 4 daughters. Jack, I apologize. Kirsten just held up a sign. Pat does not have 4 daughters. She wrote it on lined paper. That's the very official live stream that you paid money for. No refunds available. I have just a few more songs. I hope you're having fun. I'm sure having a good time. I hope you can feel that. Two more wish were my friends. One more is my friend. Yes. This next artist is one of the most accomplished artists of my generation. Someone who I saw early on and knew was great, but she has only beyond fulfilled her potential. An artist named Brandi Carlile. And the slide that I worked on with my friend Shady here, is a little bit of a testament to the degree to which I have just kind of hovered around Brandy. Let me see, keep us 7. Okay, I'm also I'm reminding myself of what I'm about to do in trying this song. This was one of those ones that I just thought, man, I got to play this song tonight. But Brandi Carlile, I think, is one of those artists who's probably never lost a fan. I strive for that, but sometimes I just have an opinion about things and it throws them off. I feel like Brandi gets away with it because her conviction is deep, and I have so much respect for her. So much that I hired her drummer, Chris Powell, to play on Objects in the Mirror. I hired her sound engineer, Sean Quackenbush, to be my sound engineer, and here's a picture of him. And we've crossed paths an awful lot of times. We've been in backstage areas, and we've sort of, I wrote an introduction for her one time, and it got cut before I could say what it was. But there's just artists that flatten you with their greatness. She's one of them, and she just wrote a book. And I've never sung one of her songs, but I'm gonna give one a swing right now. And I will say one very cool thing is that Phil Hanseroth from Brandy's band since the beginning, and Phil and Tim are some of the best songwriters and harmony singers on the planet. And 2 days ago, Phil Hanseroth ordered a copy of my book. We didn't know that was coming, and it's probably not cool to say, but the whole team was like, "Did you see Phil from Brandy just ordered a copy of Stephen's book?" It's not cool to say at all, but it just means a lot, because all you want to feel is like you're doing good work out there. So now I will give this one a swing. Look to the clock on the wall. The hands hardly moving at all. I just unmuted myself. I'm gonna start again. Because I'm a pro. Look to the clock on the wall. The hands hardly moving at all. Can't stand the state that I'm in. Sometimes it feels like the wall's closing in. Oh Lord, what can I say? I'm so sad since you went away. Time ticking on me. Alone is the last place I wanted to be. Lord, what can I say? I try and burn my troubles away. I drown my sorrows the same way. Seems that no matter how I try, it feels like there's something just missing inside. Oh Lord, what can I say? I'm so sad since you went away. Time ticking on me. Alone is the last place I wanted to be. Lord, what can I say? Well, how many rules can I break? How many lies can I make? How many roads can I turn to find me a place where the bridge hasn't burned? Oh Lord, what can I say? I'm so sad since you went away. Time ticking on me. Alone is the last place I wanted to be. Lord, what can I say? Brandi Carlile. If you like that, check her version out. All right, I have 2 more songs for you tonight. This song is by one of the best friends I have in the business. I have been very lucky over the last little bit to write a lot of songs with a member of a band called the Alternate Roots. And they are from my state of Connecticut, and they started roughly when I did. And here Tim and I are with our then babies, now a little bit more grown up. We're backstage somewhere, and Tim's a great friend. We've traveled together, and Eric from the Alternate Roots, as we've gotten older and on in years, he's been playing as a member of my touring band for the last 3 years, and a couple times he said, "Oh hey, I wrote this song," and he's played me a song that undid me to the degree to which I can't even, I just can't tell you what it's like when you hear a beautiful song before anybody else has heard it. Alternate Roots did that to me with this song. It was inspired by Sandy Hook. I think of people like Marjorie Taylor Greene down in Georgia who sort of called Sandy Hook a hoax. I guess it's political. I don't know. Everything in me feels like she's the devil. Awful. Mitch McConnell. These are awful people. But I have to assume, and I largely assume because of the guy who wrote this song, that they have some place of redemption inside of them. Maybe somebody hurt them somewhere along the way that made them so awful that they would make claims like that. And Alex Jones, I mean, just terrible, terrible, terrible crimes against humanity these people make. And yet, I have to believe there's good in them. And a lot of the reason I believe there's good in them, despite my own angrier disposition, is because I write songs with Eric Donnelly from the Alternate Roots. And this is one of the songs he wrote. You can't argue with this song. There's nothing political about it. That's the beauty of him. So here we go. Give it a shot. To be humble, to be kind, it is the giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend, to give in such a way it has no end. We are love, we are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. To be bold and to be brave, it is is the thinking. It is the thinking that the heart can still be saved. And the darkness can come quick. But the danger's in the anger and the hanging on to it. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace. We are war. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. And tell me what it is that you see. A world that's full of endless possibilities. And heroes don't look like they used to. They look like you do. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace. And we are war. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. Thank you for that song, Eric Donnelly and Tim Warren. And thank you guys so much for tuning in here tonight. Speaking of Eric Donnelly, I am proud and happy to announce that our last two shows, SK and Friends, is going to be SK and Friend. We're not quite open yet. We'd hoped to be like, things would be like rocking and moving again. But SK and Friend on March 25th, I'll be here in this studio with Eric Donnelly. We'll be doing a show together as a duo. And the next night, for the final show of the winter tour, I will bring SK and Second Friend. My dear friend Boots Factor is coming back. Boots Factor, drummer, banjo player, and great old dad from the Sixers is going to come back. March 25th and 26th, the last two shows of the tour. And now, I'm going to leave you on this note tonight, my friends. Little Bob Marley, one of the people I wish I was friends with, not because he actually seems like that nice a guy. I don't know how much you've read or seen about him. For such a loving guy, he was not actually like a super warm and fuzzy guy. But having said that, I think there's an important lesson in that, which is that, you know, some of us are warm and fuzzy, but we have less to give to the wider world. And some of us have more to give to the wider world, but we're abrasive in the way that we do it. And Bob Marley might have been one of those guys. I hate to break it to you, but, you know, check it out. And so I think it's just an important reminder to remember when you meet people to try not to judge them as quickly as we're all inclined to do. That's your parting lesson from your pastor, Stephen Kellogg, the non-fungible fun man. And to keep us on that path, I asked Shady, we're doing a thing called #MeAndSK. We'll play your pictures of us. You tag us in that, and we'll play them every week. And tonight, I thought it would be fun to have him just play pets that have seen Stephen Kellogg's shows. So thank you so much for being you and for tuning in. I hope you liked tonight. I sure did. Thank you to my amazing team, Lee Tottendale Campbell, Jessica Martin, Shady Cats, Kirsten Kellogg. Thank you all for doing what you've done so that we could keep doing this. And sing along if you know it. Well, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing, you're gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. 3 little birds, yeah, pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I'm gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one staying there tonight. Now I'm gonna try to fit this in for Haley from Pennsylvania. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing, yeah, gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. We rise up tomorrow, try to smile at the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, we're singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Wow, guys, I had no idea. An encore? Good Lord. Thank you very much. I would love to play one more song for you tonight. I hope you had fun at our Songs by My Friends and People I Wish Were My Friends. All the mistakes that I did make tonight, gosh, I'm sorry. It's just hard to learn all these songs. That's not really my superpower. But it's been an honor to sing these beautiful, beautiful songs. And I appreciate so much y'all tuning in. I hope that you come back soon and see those last 2 shows. I'm very excited to note that we put 3 in-person shows on the calendar today, one in Maryland, one in Virginia, one in Pennsylvania. And, you know, in the meantime, you take good care of yourselves and you just treat each other the best you know how. And, yeah, that's what I have to say. I'll put this guitar down now and grab a guitar and do one more song for you. But, yeah, thank you. So kind of the tradition has been that on the covers show, I would sing a song that is unreleased. It's like I'm covering myself. So I'm going to give this one a try. It's a new song of mine. And I guess it's pretty much written for any girl or woman out there who loves their father, however imperfect they may be. Dads are an imperfect species, that's for sure. And some of us probably get it way wrong. I like to think I'm getting it kind of in the middle. But I don't know. Check it out. Big smile, big eyes. I don't think we slept until the day that you turned 5. Next thing I know, I'm holding on so tightly, and you're trying to be let go. And the one thing that never changes doesn't matter what the age is. When I'm standing next to you, my heart still races. And wherever you find yourself in this world, you will always be your daddy's girl. Go find yourself. May the final destination be a host of evening bells, and be your own boss. 'Cause everyone that's in your corner will be so much better off. And the one thing that never changes, it doesn't matter what the age is. When I'm standing next to you, my heart still races. And wherever you find yourself in this world, you will always be mine. Wherever your life takes you, and however your heart breaks, there is no such thing as failure if you learn from your mistakes. And I don't worry about you much, because you are even stronger than your father ever was, yeah. Got this. And may the confidence of angels be forever on your lips. walk down the aisle, knowing everyone that loves you just the way you are. And the one thing that never changes, it doesn't matter what your age is. When I'm standing next to you, my heart still races. And wherever you find yourself in this world, through every grand adventure, don't forget the shit you learned. I'll be with you through it all, that you can be sure. You will always be your daddy's girl. Hope you had fun tonight, everybody. I love you so much. Take care of each other. See you soon.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight and for being a part of the Winter Virtual Tour 2021. We've got more shows coming up, and you can get tickets at StephenKellogg.com or KelloggFamilyStore.com. We've also got my new book, a songbook, long sleeve and short sleeve t-shirts, onesies, sweatshirts, vinyl, CDs, program guides, set lists, and more things that I'm forgetting. Workshops, all of it. Thank you to my team. We couldn't do this without you. Take good care of yourselves, be safe, and we will see you guys really, really soon. Thanks for being here.
I've had enough.